Welcome to all of you. So in my last previous video lecture, I have explained regarding corrosion definition, types, and I have explained regarding the dry corrosion. So in this video lecture, I am going to explain about wet or electrochemical type of corrosion. So the main difference between dry and wet corrosion is simply absence of moisture and presence of moisture. So we will see the key points in this lecture. So this type of corrosion is observed when a conducting liquid metal is contact with a metal, or when two dissimilar metals or alloys are either immersed or dipped partially in a solution. Right? So it means usually the processing of engineering materials or fabrication of materials, or for new types we are going to use alloys. Alloys is nothing but made up of two or more different metals. When they are dipped in a solution or in aqueous or electrolyte or whatever it may be, usually this type of corrosion takes place. And also due to the existence of separate anodic and cathodic areas are parts between which current flows to the conduction solution. So here in this case, as we are separating anodic and cathodic, obviously oxidation takes place at anode and reduction takes place at cathode. So corrosion always it takes place like this: anode, oxidation of metal. So whatever the number of electrons lost at anode, they must be captured at cathode, and finally it forms it like this. Right? So usually the cathodic parts, which consists of a conducting medium and electrons, it means which are capable of accepting the electrons which are being loosed at anode, right? Like OH minus, oxygen, etc. Right? So above all these things, simply I can make you sum up so that it will be very much easy for you. The formation, the electrochemical corrosion, it involves the formation of anodic and cathodic areas, electrical contact between the cathodic and anodic parts to enable the conduction of electrons, and an electrolyte through which the ions can diffuse or migrate. This is usually provided by moisture, and corrosion of anode. So formation of corrosion product is somewhere in between cathode and anode. This is the most important point. Oxidation starts at anode, reduction takes place at cathode. So this is redox reaction is taking place, but the corrosion product is, you cannot justify that it is at the anode or cathode. It will be somewhere else in between anode and cathodic parts. So this is the mechanism. So metal is going to convert into metal ions with loss of electrons. So this can be explained by two types: hydrogen evolution and oxygen absorption. The first one is hydrogen evolution. So here usually this occurs in the pH environment, because the one which is capable of losing H plus ions, it means acidic one, the high acidic medium will be always less than pH 4. So this hydrogen evolution type I am going to explain by taking iron as an example. Consider a large iron bar or iron piece, whatever it may be. So what will happen at anode? Iron loses electrons by forming Fe2 plus with loss of 2 electrons. So whereas at cathode, these H plus ions, where about this H plus ions? Already we are telling this is in the acidic environment. So it means obviously that hydrogen over potential from point to point, simply instead of all these things in the acidic environment means H plus ions must be there. So these H plus ions, they are capable of accepting electrons and forms hydrogen. So it is clear from the reaction that hydrogen evolution type of corrosion occurs by simple displacement of hydrogen ion from acidic solution by metal ion. right? So this is the diagram. Imagine this is this square part is a large iron. This is large anode. Only some part it is acting as cathode, where these H plus ions are there. So being large anodic part, iron loses Fe2 plus ions like this. So H plus ions are going to accept these electrons and forms H2. Right? So that is about hydrogen evolution type. Second case, we are going to learn about oxygen absorption. So obviously oxygen absorption, this pH will be greater than 4. This is the foremost one. And here in this case, apart from oxygen, as it comes under wet corrosion or electrochemical type of corrosion, means that aqueous medium will be there, right? So if you go to the reactions, obviously at anode oxidation takes place because iron capable of losing electrons very easily, and the last one is going to react with, see if here in this case Cl minus, if you want, if not you can omit these two reactions, go through this water, or you can say the electrons last is going to capture at oxygen, because the case is oxygen absorption and it is in the aqueous medium H2O, and it is going to convert into 4OH minus. So instead of this, if you consider equation 1 from anode and here also equation 1 from cathode, Fe2 plus 4OH minus. So this is going to combine together to form FeOH twice, right? Yes. So this is the diagram. So here this is also large iron bar, as I have shown you in case of hydrogen evolution type. So the main difference between hydrogen evolution and oxygen absorption is, in case of hydrogen evolution, it is large anode and small cathode. Here it is reverse. It is large cathode and small, very small anode. So let us suppose say why you have taken that NaOH, because let us suppose say there is some aqueous solution of NaCl or a drop of NaOH has been placed over an iron bar, right? So from that part actually this rusting starts. It means anodic area, it loses electrons, converts into Fe plus 2. Fine. Whenever it starts oxidizing, obviously the cathode should gain the electrons. The number of electrons lost at anode must be captured at cathode, right? So this large area, it is going to grab, or it is going to require more and more electrons, because this area is very high, right? So if you compare the corrosion rate of evolution of hydrogen type rather than that of oxygen absorption, can you tell me which one will have highest rate of corrosion? So just pause this video, think, put it on a paper, alright, and then you compare with my statement. Right? So here in this case, oxygen absorption case, the corrosion rate will be very high when compared with the hydrogen evolution type. So why? Because this is the large cathode, this is the small anode, this is the large cathode and this is the small anode. So anodic part, one is always it should lose electrons. The cathodic one is, it is going to grab the electrons lost by anode. So being large cathode, forcibly, because it has to grab more electrons, large area, obviously it has to grab more electrons. So for this reason, forcefully that anode should release more number of electrons. So highest the loss of electrons, highest the oxidation rate, obviously higher will be the corrosion rate. So once again I remind you, in case of electrochemical corrosion, it takes in aqueous solution in case of electrolyte. So when two dissimilar metals are there, and here in this case it is going to act at anode and cathode. So obviously anode means oxidation, cathode means reduction. So hydrogen evolution type, pH is less than 4, whereas in case of oxygen absorption, pH is greater than 4. And hydrogen evolution type, it consists of large anode, small cathode, whereas in case of oxygen absorption, small anode, large cathode. And rate of corrosion is very, very high in case of oxygen absorption. And finally, I want to conclude you that, but the corrosion product is somewhere else in between that of anode and cathode, right? So next class, I will explain what are the various factors influencing the corrosion, so that if you know the factors, then you can prevent, or you can say you can make a precautionary measurement, right? Thank you all.